Hello, hello. Of course. It's a type of English that I think is under-taught. Alright, everything should be good. I'm sorry if my voice isn't the best today, or if I cough slightly into the mic like that. I woke up this morning a little sick. I've started to feel better throughout the day, but still not at 100%. We're doing our best here. It is what it is. I almost didn't stream today, but I did start to feel better, so things are on the up and up. Every year for the last several years, without fail, I have caught a cold that lasted about a month every single time. So I think that's what's setting in. M Gaming Official, welcome, welcome. Learning how to draw right now. You're about to be learning multiple things at once. Hello, Jackson. Hello, hello. How are we doing tonight? Is anyone else getting sick? Empty thy compartments of thy pantaloons. All right. So I randomly came across this video today. It's called Learn American US Hood English. Let me show you how to speak hood. Let's learn hoodology. I never actually read the full title. That's so funny. It's by English with Collins. If we go on his channel,
Sometimes a lot.
He doesn't have a lot of videos, but they're all English lessons. Perhaps not your typical English lessons, but they're all English lessons. I haven't watched any of his videos before. I just randomly came across this and thought it would be funny for us to check out. I'll have everyone know, I grew up in the hood. Kind of. I spent the first 3.5-ish years of my life in the hood. Once we hit about 3 years old, my parents started building a house in a much more affluent neighborhood. So we ended up moving there. So look, I don't remember the hood very well, but I was born in it. I was partially raised in it. But yeah, so in Rockford's interesting because it's kind of divided half and half. Everyone, it's kind of like this it's kind of like this open secret that the east side of the city is much richer than the west side of the city. It's gotten a lot better. That divide has very much evened out more and more over the years. It used to be really bad. I remember growing up, like, the west side was not necessarily a good place to be, hence why my parents wanted to move out of it, but it has gotten better. So I thought you know, I'm just gonna refrain from all jokes. I'm tackling this as I'm fully tackling this as a learning opportunity. Let's jump right in.
Good. Now in hood, the pronunciation would be
Hold on.
good. What's good? Now in hood, the pronunciation would be what's good.
What's
But
good?
if I say, bro, you tripping, dog? My tone and my voice completely brings out a different kind of meaning for this specific phrase. Now you was tripping,
Bro, you
dog.
tripping, dog?
You tripping, dog? Yeah.
You tripping, dog? You tripping, dog? I feel like I'm not getting it fully because I'm a little sick. Hold on. Bro, you tripping, dog? Bro, you tripping, dog? We'll get there.
Yeah. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Ooh, I think I got that one a little bit. We can work a little bit on the you tripping, but the yeah, boy. We're there.
Run me my hood. This is the most requested topic on Instagram.
Oh, that was
TikTok,
just a little
and at the
intro.
same exact
We're not
time
even
as
in it
YouTube.
yet.
In
Okay.
today's video, I'm actually going to show you guys how to understand people here in the United States, how they speak hood, and also how to speak it yourself.
This guy
I'm
has a
gonna
cool
show you
voice. I
different
like it.
Variations and different techniques, different phrases, and different word
He is
choices
topping.
that
He is
people here in
talking into the top of the mic though, instead of like actually into the side where you're supposed to. But I'll forgive it because it still sounds nice.
America actually speak. Today, we're diving deep in hoodology.
Hoodology. He's a little quiet. You guys want me to turn him up? I got an extension to do that. Here. We'll crank that up.
You guys to understand that.
Is that better? Hold on. I don't really play a lot.
Now, before I begin, I want you guys to understand that here in the United States, like I said before in the
Better.
previous video, we have 50 states.
We
Within
do
those
have 50 states.
There are
That's a lot of
different
states.
variations of English. Today, I'm actually going
That's
to
true.
show you.
Oh, spoilers. I didn't mean to
United
click there. I
States,
meant
like I
to.
said before in the previous video, we have 50 states.
Why is it not turning full screen? I want full screen. What's going on here? I'm being scammed out of full screen. What is going on? What? It won't let me go full screen. This is absurd. Okay, I mean, I fixed it, but that was weird.
In those 50 states, there are different variations of English.
That's
Today,
true.
I'm actually going to show you a specific variation of hood that is within the area where I live.
It's like different
I
dialects
live
in the Philippines.
DMV area. The DMV stands for DC, Maryland, and Virginia. So in DC, Maryland, and Virginia, the slang terms are a little bit different. So for example, if you go into Maryland, cities like Baltimore has a different variation of its hood. When you go to DC itself, DC also has its own variation of hood itself. And at the same time, Virginia also has a different kind of variation of hood. But today
Interesting.
I'm actually going to just show you guys the DMV accent in general and show you guys exactly the type of hood that is spoken here in the DMV. Now, the thing that I want you guys to understand is that hood is just a sublet from AAVE. For example, we have standard English. This is English that
Base
is
was
taught
insane.
in every country in the world. This is the same English that is
All right, he's
literally
hitting us
spoken
with a
in
lot of
every single
acronyms.
country in the world. Now, although we have
I'm
standard
still not sure of.
English, we have different variations of standard English. We have American English, and we also have UK English. UK English has its
No,
own
get that
way of
outta here.
pronouncing words, wherein America also has its own way of pronouncing words as well too. American accent is completely different from the UK accent. Like in my previous video, I gave this illustration where, for example, in America, the word water will be pronounced as water. You see what I'm saying?
That's true.
It's the same thing with hood. Hood is a sublet
Water.
from AAVE.
No, it's water.
AAVE, like I said before, stands for
With a D.
African American Vernacular English. And hood is just a dialect that derives directly from AAVE. And so today, I'm going to show you how to speak hood. Let's jump right in. Number 1, hood idioms. The first phrase is run me my fade.
Run me my
my
fade.
fade. Now,
Run
this is how
me
you
my
would say it in
fade.
hood. Run me my fade.
Run me my fade. Run me my fade. Run me my fade. Run me my fade. This is not a phrase I would ever use, probably.
Run me my fade.
So I think it's okay
Rummy my
that I'm not
fade.
very good at
Now,
that
before
one.
I show you exactly how to say it, let me explain the meaning of this specific phrase.
Yes,
the
please.
meaning is when someone actually wants to settle conflict or fight. This could be physical.
That is not at all what I thought that was gonna mean. I I I really thought this was gonna be about the haircut. I thought he was about to say this is what you tell your barber when you walk in. And you already know that he knows what you want. But you say it anyway. That's what I thought it was gonna be. It's not. It's very different. I thought it was gonna be code for "Hey, bro, how's my hair?" Yeah, yeah. Interesting, interesting.
Fighting, it could also be used in terms of playing a game. Like, let's say if I'm playing a game with my friend and I'm trying to beat him, I would say, yo, hey, bro, run me my fade, man. Run me my fade. Meaning that let's settle this conflict right now in the game. I hope that makes sense. Now, let me show you exactly how you would pronounce this phrase. For the word run, instead of saying run, you will say run.
Ruh.
Run.
Ruh.
R-U-H.
Ruh.
Run.
Ruh.
Now, me would be Rami.
Rami.
Instead of saying me, like M-E, M-I, me.
Look, I'm the learner here. So this is I'm saying this out of naivety, but I don't hear the difference. Hold on, I gotta go back and listen to that again.
E-M-I, me. So let's try it again with run. Me. My. Now my, instead of saying
okay, I still don't hear the
my
difference,
with
but
M-Y, it would be my.
It's fine.
M-A. My. With a little bit
My.
of a slanted
My.
I at the end. My.
my, you slant that eye.
Rum me my.
Rum me my.
Rum me my.
Rum me my.
Instead of saying fade, you would say fade.
Rum me my fay. Fay.
Rum me my fade.
Rum me my fay. Rum me my fay. Okay, we're catching on.
Run me my fade.
He's a very good teacher, very thorough.
You see that? So now if you're saying it really, really fast, it'll be like, hey, bro, run me my fade.
Hey, bro, run me five. Hey, bro, run me my fade. Hey, bro, run me my fade. Hey, bro. We're getting there. We're getting there. This dude's such a good teacher. I went from very mediocre to at pronouncing that to pretty close. Still not perfect, but I think there was a huge improvement.
Hey, bro,
hey, bro, hey, bro, run me my fade. Hey, bro, run me my fade.
Right,
I do.
Practice that. Number 2, on the block.
On the block.
Now, the meaning of this phrase is, it refers to hanging out in a specific area or a specific spot in the neighborhood. Like,
yeah, that makes sense.
On the block, meaning that we are at this specific location. Hey, pull up to the block, meaning that come to this specific location. You see what I'm saying? On the block. Now, the way you would pronounce this phrase would be on a block.
On a block.
On a block.
On a block. I feel like I'm pretty good at that one. Perhaps it's all because we already like partially went over a phrase a moment ago. But I'm pretty good at that one. On the block. On the block.
On the block. But you barely hear the TH in the word the. So instead of saying on the block, on the block.
On the block.
So it becomes on, block. On block.
Block.
We on the block.
We on the block. Sorry, I messed that up. We on the block. We on the block.
Block. So the TH
We
becomes
on
na. It creates
block.
the na sound. On the block. On the block. Try that. Number 3. Throw shade. Throw shade. Now the meaning of this is to make an insult or to make a subtle comment about someone in an
We actually used to
indirect
use this one
way.
in high
For
school.
example, this is exactly how it would be used in a sentence. She ain't even say it directly to me, bruh. She was low-key throwing shade to me. She ain't even say it directly to me, bruh. She was low-key throwing shade. She throwing shades.
God,
See?
this is bringing
Now,
me
this
back
is
to
exactly how you would
middle
pronounce
school
it.
and high school.
She throwing shades.
This is gonna be a tough one. 'Cause we did used to say this, like throwing shade. Low key throwing shade. We used to say this a lot in like middle school, high school. This is not quite how we pronounced it though. And this one might be a little I just need to listen to him say it.
She throwing. You don't say
She throwing shade. She throwing.
throwing. Okay? Don't say throwing. Don't say the full word. You will say throwing.
She throwing.
Like you're making a th sound.
Thong.
She throwing.
She throwing.
Then you bring the ing.
God, he's such a good teacher.
Throwing.
She throwing.
She
throwing.
shades.
She throwing shades. She throwing shades. The improvement is immaculate. I feel so much more knowledgeable after he explained that.
Say it faster. She throwing shades.
She throwing shades.
She throwing shades.
She
There
throwing
you go.
shades.
Number 4. Catch these hands.
Catch these hands.
Catch these hands. Now the meaning
Catch
of
these
this
hands.
is a way to say let's engage in some kind of battle or let's fight. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? That's another way to say
Oh, I
let's
know
fight.
this one.
Bro, I know you ain't trying to catch these hands, Mo. I know you ain't trying to catch these hands. So
Bro,
when
I know you
somebody
ain't trying to
says,
catch
"I
these
know you ain't
hands."
trying to catch these hands, what they're saying is, I know you don't want to fight with me. I know you don't want to see how I am on the battlefield. I know you ain't trying to catch these hands. Catch these hands sounds very similar to standard English. There really isn't a way to actually pronounce it.
Catch these
But once you
hands.
develop your accent and you develop the hood accent, it will come out smoothly.
Yeah.
I know you ain't trying to catch these hands.
Catch these hands.
I know you ain't trying to catch these hands.
I
The
know
way
you
I
ain't
say
trying to
hands, I
catch
don't
these
say, I know you
hands.
ain't trying to catch these hands. So you notice I don't say hands. I say hands. Because the American
Hands.
accent, the letter A itself has a different sound,
Hands.
like I explained in my previous video. I explained that it has this
Hands.
A type of sound.
Hands.
A sound. Instead of me saying, I know you ain't trying to catch these hands, I am saying, I know you ain't trying to catch these hands.
I know you ain't trying to catch
Now,
these
that was the first
hands.
segment into hoodology. Now,
Okay, I thought the video was already done.
I'm going to talk about double negatives.
Double
Let me show you
negatives.
exactly
Okay,
what
we're getting
double
complicated
negatives are,
here.
And let me explain exactly what it means. And then I'm going to give you examples of how double negatives
Up
are
in our
used
knowledge.
in various sentences. Double negatives is a grammatical construction where two negative words or elements are used in one sentence.
We love
In
double
standard
negatives
English, this
in
would actually
America.
result to a positive meaning because the negatives cancel each other out. Now here are some common negative words. No, not, never, none, nothing, nobody, and ain't. These are the common negative words that are used in a double negative.
Ain't especially.
For example, a double negative statement would be, I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. To say I don't know and then to also say nothing is a double negative. So in standard English, the proper way to actually say it would be I don't know anything. And when you say I don't know anything, you're actually speaking correct. But in hood, it's absolutely different. Here are some different examples to show you. I don't want nothing from you, which means I don't want anything from you.
I don't want
Nobody got
nothing
time
for you.
that,
Ain't
which
nobody got
means
time for that.
Nobody has time for that. She ain't never been there before, which means she has never been there.
She ain't never been there before.
He don't know nothing about it, which means he doesn't know anything about it. They ain't said nothing all day. they haven't said anything all day. I ain't never seen nobody like that. I have never seen anyone like that. Now those are what we call double negatives. So you will usually hear a lot of Americans use those kinds of phrases. The third segment is intonation and rhythm. If you take a look at this statement,
Very important.
what's good? What's good? Now in hood, the pronunciation.
I don't know nothing about no ice. I'm just cold. On my way home from work, I played that song. But I accidentally had my I had it on I had the loop button on. So it didn't change songs while I was driving. So the entire way home, the entire 10-15 minute drive home, I was just listening to Thick of It on repeat. I heard it like 4 or 5 times. It was a blast.
Pronunciation would be was good.
Was good.
Good.
Was
So
good.
it goes from what's good to was
Was
good.
good.
You don't hear the D.
Of course not.
Good. There's no D. Good.
Was good.
No D. Was good.
Was good.
Hey, what's good, fam?
Hey, was good, fam?
dawg?
Was good,
What's
dog?
good, bruh?
Was good, bruh?
You see?
I see.
What's good? Now, what's good, on the other hand, can have various meaning. What's good can actually mean something that's positive, like, hey, how you doing, man? What's good? That's one meaning. Another meaning could mean like, what's good? You notice
Oh.
my tone? The moment I say
Yeah, he changed the tone. Like, even though it seems like it would be a positive statement. Interesting how just like the tone can change that phrase completely. Because it's not like I could say, "How are you doing today?" and it has the same effect. You know, you can't turn that phrase into a negative, really. But this one you can. That's interesting.
was good, what am I referring to? Like, are you trying to catch these hands? Do you want
Hey,
to fight?
bringing it back.
Like, what's up? You see, the same phrase can have various meaning depending on your tone and your pitch. Depending on how high the tone is, or depending on how low the pitch is, it can have various different kinds of meaning. So I could be like, what's good? Which means I'm really angry and I'm trying to fight. Or, what's good, bro? Which means, how you been? What's good? Which means I'm really, really excited and anticipated to
What's
see how you are doing.
good?
Another example is this specific phrase, I bet. I'd bet.
Oh.
Now, in standard English, it would be pronounced I.
I've been using this one my entire life.
But in
I
hood,
bet.
it's I bet.
I bet.
I bet.
I'd
I
bet.
bet.
I'd bet.
Which can have various meanings. Various different kinds of meanings. It could mean let's go. It could mean say less. Say less means no problem. Say no more. I get it. I understand.
I bet.
Can actually mean various things. So for example, if somebody says, hey Collins, let's get up and let's go to the mall. And I say, I bet. Meaning, okay bro, I understand what you just said. Let's get up and let's go to the mall. You see, it has various meaning. Even with that same exact statement, it could also mean different things depending on your pitch, your tone, or your rhythm, in terms of how you're basically speaking. So if somebody says, you trying to catch these hands? I bet. Different meaning.
It
That
all
doesn't
comes
mean,
together
let's get up and
now.
Let's go to the mall. That means, yeah, I'm ready for what's up. Whatever you got going on, bro, I'm down for it, bro. Yeah,
Let's go to the mall.
You see?
Yeah.
Different kind of meaning. Another example would be, look at this phrase, you tripping.
You tripping, bro.
You tripping.
You
Now,
tripping.
on the other hand, means if somebody's acting a little bit weird, acting a little bit crazy, you know, out of balance, out of place. That's the meaning of the phrase, you tripping. Now, you tripping can be used in various different kinds of ways. Like, bruh, she's just tripping, bruh. She tripping for no reason, man. Meaning that she's actually tripping for no reason, like she's actually acting out of balance for no reason, but it's not that serious. But then if I say, bro, you tripping, dog, my tone and my voice,
bro, you tripping, dog,
brings out a different
bro, you
kind
tripping,
of
dog,
meaning for this specific phrase. So it doesn't mean something that's calm or cool. It means like, what's up? You tripping. Now you was tripping, dog. You tripping, dog. Yeah.
you tripping, dog,
Yeah, boy.
yeah, boy.
Yeah. You see? Completely different meaning.
We'll work on it.
So I'm going to stop it right here. I hope you guys really learned something
I
completely
did.
different today.
I did
If
learn
you
a
guys wanna
lot.
learn more about Hood and dive deep into it, go ahead and comment down part 2 for this, and I'll be sure to make some more. Comment down your favorite. Tell me exactly what you like about Hood. Tell me exactly what you want to learn about Hood. Give me more details so I can put together
I really
more
liked
different videos
what's good,
for you guys.
what's
That way
good,
you guys can actually
what's
learn.
good.
I'm also in the process of actually
tripping?
working on an actual course that will teach you American English in greater detail. Now this is going to be separate from my YouTube
I might have to
videos.
look into that.
It's going to be something that's even more in depth. I'm looking forward to launching it before the ending of this year, so definitely stay tuned. And if you're definitely interested for the course, it's not necessarily going to be free. It's also going to be very affordable that everybody can purchase. So, you know, you guys have to really be able to support me so I can be able to put more videos like this out there for you guys. So I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. You know what I'm saying? So that every time I drop another video, you will not miss this. Stay tuned. Stay blessed. Thank you. Peace out.
I feel like I learned a lot there. Unironically, this guy is a really good teacher. He took everything at a reasonably slow pace, not so slow that everything dragged on, but he broke everything down into every little piece and like let you follow along with every little bit that he was explaining. English with Collins, very good teacher. Has he uploaded anything recently?
Sometimes.
1 day ago. 1 day ago. All right. Very cool. That was a good video. Thank you for enlightening me. Perhaps this is something I can learn more of in the future. But I think that was a very good first step. That was a good introduction. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I have another video queued up that I want to watch, and then after that we're going to play some Wizard 101. You should make a channel in the Discord server just for sending gifts, maybe. Jackson, if you want to make that, you can. I think you guys can make channels. If not, I'll make it, but that's not, I don't hate that idea. That's kind of what people do a lot anyway. So yeah, if you're able to do it, go right ahead. Not mine. You should have the power to do it. I just don't want people making channels without asking me first, but yeah. That's a good idea. Hold on. Let me change. Let me change this. All right. This is The Dark History Behind the Game Awards by Burback. This is Eddie Burback and his brother, Tony Burback. I do follow Eddie Burback and his uploads pretty regularly. I don't know, does Tony make videos on his own channel? I'm not sure. But I know Eddie makes his own videos, and I like them a lot. He's had some bangers. And this channel where they make videos together is really cool. They make some bangers on this one as well. I haven't seen this one yet, The Dark History Behind the Game Awards. This came out a year ago, but I thought it would be fun to check out since the Game Awards this year just happened. Congrats, Astrobot, for taking the dub. there's a whole spiel to go on in regards to that win, but it is what it is. But yeah, let's jump in and see what the dark history of the Game Awards is.
Last month, the Game Awards 2022 wrapped up with Elden Ring taking home the most prestigious award, Game of the Year, honoring
Deservedly
game
so.
director Hidetaka Miyazaki and who is that kid?
This was the most insane
I don't know. He just
moment in internet history for a little bit.
And say that I think I want to nominate this award to my Reformed Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton. Thank you.
What? What did he say?
All right.
What a crazy thing to say. How do you even form that sentence? You know when you try to come up with a sentence that no one's ever said before, like, I want to rub peanut butter all over this butterfly's wings. Or, I wish celery was more spiky so that I could use it as a weapon. It sounds like he was literally just trying to make up a sentence that no one had ever said before, ever. Like, what does that even mean?
Well, the Betful evening.
So, the dust is settled in gaming for the year, and we can
He rolled
finally
with that
now
pretty
look
well.
forward to all the upcoming
I think
games
the
of
best case
2023.
scenario,
And we have to
the best
say,
thing you can
of
do is
all
just
the
move
years
on.
that the Game Awards have been around, this one felt the most legitimate.
The set at the Microsoft Theater looked great. There were major actors and musicians, along with a good amount of gaming premieres. And even
This
a
year when they
sneak
brought
peek
out
at the
Harrison
Mario
Ford, that was
The show
epic.
itself ran really smoothly for
I kind of
the
wish
most part,
we watched
besides
it live.
a certain actor taking just over 8 minutes for the first acceptance speech.
Christopher, you were great as Kratos, but Al Pacino has been standing right there the whole time, and his knees are about to buckle. Save him!
My knees
this
would
is
buckle
not
in that
the norm
situation.
For the gaming industry, it wasn't always Al Pacino and Jeff Keighley crying to Kojima 2 years in a row.
In fact, if you're new to gaming or just chose to forget, there were much darker times.
You're on the Nashville Network, where the country's looking good.
The Nashville Network first launched on March 7th of 1983.
What?
That's right, the Game Awards history starts here, Tony, so get your cowboy
1983?
boots on
There
and
weren't
shut
even
the
like
fuck
games
up.
back
Oh.
then.
Sorry, that was mean. I
Yeah, it
shouldn't
was
have
mean.
talked to you like that.
You
Joe.
told me to shut up.
I know, but I'm sorry.
Yeah, but you
I'm
can't
sorry.
just-
I'm
don't
sorry.
just
I'm
keep
sorry.
saying
This
it.
entire
Sorry,
award
come
show
on.
would just be
sorry,
about
I'm sorry. I
Tetris.
said I'm
Just
sorry.
raising
Accept the
your
apology.
voice
Accept
isn't
the
gonna make it
apology.
better.
Accept the
All right,
apology.
I accept the apology, Jesus.
Thank you. Moving on. The Nashville Network was a country music / Southern culture and lifestyle channel on cable television.
You're watching TNN.
Hi, this is Florence Henderson, and I'm here to tell you there's more music and more fun on TNN.
The network was run from its headquarters in a now closed theme park in Tennessee called Opryland, USA.
Welcome to Opryland, USA, where the beautiful Tennessee woods are alive with music and fun.
Doing that ride in
I
a
still
full
don't
suit is
understand what
bold.
this has to do with the Game Awards.
Tony, I'm getting to it. Remember, sweetheart, we talked about patience.
What?
We're going to be patient now.
What are you talking about? We didn't talk about anything.
Remember, bud? Do you remember we talked about patience,
Stop
Tony?
this.
We talked about being
Stop the way you're
patient.
talking. I don't like it. It's pissing me off. One
God of
fun
War's
fact about
2018
Opryland,
win was
USA is
stolen.
that after closing, it was demolished and
I
a
wish
mall
it
was
won too,
constructed
but
on the land where the
Red
park
Dead
stood.
deserved it
That
as well.
mall is Opry Mills, the location of one of the remaining rainforest cafes that I visited this summer when I went to every single rainforest cafe in North America. I had a turkey club there, and it was fine.
Years into the operation of the Nashville Network, they began to pull back on their southern roots, embracing more programming that featured professional wrestling after the success of
No,
Roller
God of War
Jam,
1, Red
a
Dead
roller derby
2
show
got
that
robbed.
incorporated aspects of professional wrestling.
Oh, well,
Tonight,
either way,
still
I don't care.
suspended D'Amato insists he'll
Both of
bring
them
his
deserved
wrath
it.
to face the heart and soul of Roller Jam, Sean Atkinson. Last season, an epic battle of good versus evil crowned a true champion. But the Ack Attack isn't finished.
Mark D'Amato, the Ack Attack missiles locked and loaded. Get ready because I'm about to blow up.
Then, in September of 2000, Viacom gave control of the channel to MTV's division in New York. They then rebranded the channel as the National Network, completely changing its branding and programming.
In just a few years, TNN went from being a country music channel to featuring pro wrestling, reruns of sitcoms, and movie nights. Remember the pro wrestling thing because it will come up later.
They even began to advertise the channel as the new TNN.
The national network.
What an insane change.
And from 2000 to 2003, the channel continued to mold its identity into whatever worked. They began to notice that they were collecting eyes of primarily young men, so they were adding shows like Baywatch, Robot Wars Extreme Warriors, and shows with monster trucks.
Yeah.
You know, guy stuff.
Dude stuff, man.
Hell yeah.
Dudes, show me a truck with big wheels and a girl in a bikini.
God, monster trucks were a big deal back in the day. I didn't watch monster trucks, but I had monster truck toys. I'm sure I vaguely remember a monster truck t-shirt. You don't really see those these days anymore. God, what a throwback. Do monster truck shows still exist? God, I forgot those existed for a while. It seems very unsafe. It's like entering a race for the sole purpose of crashing. It's like the Indy 500, but if everyone just went out of their way to hit each other in the walls.
Bikini, that's all I need to see.
Bigger wheels than that.
Those wheels ain't big enough.
This new method was more successful than the mixed bag of content that they seem to be throwing at the wall in their programming block.
Is that a real commercial? The Picard?
The new TNN.
Ah. Yeah, this is very dude channel.
America's fastest growing TV network.
You can really see the direction it's going.
So after just 3 years, they settled on yet another rebrand of the channel, Spike TV.
Spike TV, the first network.
That's a plot twist I was not expecting. I remember Spike TV. That was like the channel you went to if you wanted some edgy content. Like, there was a show on there that I used to watch when I was like 5 or 6 called 1,000 Ways to Die. And it would literally just go through different ways people have died. I don't really like I probably would never milk a cow ever in my life, because I distinctly remember in that show they showed someone dying because they tried to milk a cow and they got kicked in the face.
For men. But the first network for men.
First network for men. Viacom aimed to target young adult males age 18 to 34, a demographic they believe
Oh, well, I was 5.
Efficiently by other cable networks. God, I'm a man in my 20s in the mid 2000s, and I feel like no one on TV is speaking to me. Anyways, let me just watch this commercial that's on TV.
I am man, hear me roar. The numbers too big to ignore, and I'm way too hungry to settle for chick food. Oh yes, I'm a guy.
Nothing says man like Burger King.
The cheesy bacon XXL. Eat like a man, man.
This wasn't the new TNN, a channel with monster trucks and boobs and wrestlers. This was Spike TV, a TV channel for men with boobs and wrestlers and monster trucks. And an animated show starring Pamela Anderson called Stripperella, created by Stan Lee.
And as you can see, it doesn't have very ugly people in it. And it's the type of thing that guys are going to love to look at. Women are going to enjoy the humor.
And this is where it'll all kind of
Oh yeah, women will enjoy the humor.
TV rebrand.
They love that.
Produced the first televised video game award show in history.
Oh, okay. Now
I cannot get my girlfriend to shut up about how much she loves
talking to me like that.
Pamela Anderson
Game
jokes.
Awards kicked off back in 2003, hosted by legendary games industry veteran.
I remember her. Oh, please. Pamela Anderson fell off way before you were born.
Look at them all. Raiderettes, stand down. Thank you, girls. Thank you for coming. Give them a round of applause, the Raiderettes. Nice. Little 30 on 1. You know, interesting fact about the Raiderettes. A third of them are dudes. Didn't know that. Found out last night at 1 a.m. the hard way.
Okay, well, that was pretty gross, right?
Yeah, this is the Video Game Awards, right? Why was there a team of cheerleaders introducing David Spade?
Well, he's hosting, so he must at least like games, right?
You know, when they called me to host, I said, go yourself. How about that? No, I'm kidding.
Great
I
pick
said,
for a host. Great pick.
$50, sure, I'm there.
Cool. Cool.
Very cool.
But you know, it's 2003. We saw the release of
You know he
first
means
Call of
that, too.
Duty. Star Wars The Old Republic came out that year, which is exciting if you're old.
Actually, Knights of the Old Republic is a fantastic RPG that really builds out the Star Wars universe.
I've never played it. I really want to though. Multiple times I've thought about picking it up.
Mario Kart Double Dash, Tony Hawk Underground, and Simpsons Hit and Run.
There's just so many.
Interestingly enough, I have played Tony Hawk's
Mr. Spade.
Underground.
So here we are in Vegas. You guys been to any strip clubs, huh?
Is he winging this?
All right, maybe we skip.
Yeah, why don't we move it forward a little bit?
I was getting a dance last night. The girl goes, my kid loves Joe Dirt.
Still on the strip club material, huh?
And no one likes Joe Dirt.
Maybe fast forward a little more.
Oh wow, he's still going.
Anymore.
Jesus
Come on.
Christ.
Like how many
He's just
jokes do you
using
have
this as
about
another
strip clubs?
stage for a
Also,
comedy
real
routine.
Original David Spade. You're in
He's testing
Vegas,
material
and
up
the
there.
first bit that you could come up with is joking about strip clubs. What's next? Your slot machine material? Oh my god.
This guy knows what I'm talking about.
Hey, Vegas, slot machines. This guy knows what I'm talking about. So the way the 2003 Video Game Awards worked was very different from the Game Awards we know today. The current Game Awards are pretty straightforward. The show has a healthy mix of handing out awards with acceptance speeches, announcing new video game titles or showing new trailers for already announced ones, music performances that are related in some way to gaming or one of the nominees.
2003 was structured less
Yeah,
like
say
a
what you will about the
celebration
Game
of a
Awards,
year of
it's
gaming
actually pretty
and
well
more like
put
the
together.
mid-2000s MTV Movie or Music Awards. These shows were meant to feel like a party on TV that you couldn't miss.
If you don't watch Spike TV's Video Game Awards, you'll miss.
Are you ready for action? You guys want to see our wieners?
Now, we were a little too young for this at the time, so if you are our age, this probably feels a little familiar to the Kids' Choice Awards that Nickelodeon would throw.
Except instead of getting slimed on TV, you were sliming your pants at home.
Hey!
Come on.
No! Out, Tony.
Sorry.
Take a walk.
All right. I'll see you guys in 2004.
Go.
Hey, man, I just want to say sorry about the slime.
Take a walk.
All right, bye.
It's clear by looking at David Spade do stand-up in front of dancing girls that the awards were more of an excuse to have a night in Vegas rather than a legitimate reason to celebrate the industry of video games. There aren't even acceptance speeches in this show. When a game wins an award for any category, developers just get a spotlight shined on their table while cheerleaders dance around them and throw money at them. And
Yeah, and this
you'd
is how a
expect
lot
them
of
to
shows
end the
were
show
back
with
then.
Game of the Year, but at the Video Game Awards,
They were just kind of
2003,
presented as
they
a big
announced
party.
Game of the Year before David Spade even walked out on stage to open the show.
The winner for the Game of the Year, Madden 2004 EA Sports.
And then after giving out some awards, they just
Yeah,
gave
they
up
don't
on
even
the
care
award
about the
show
games. It's not
entirely
about the
and showed
games.
Two women wrestling and stripping each other's clothes off while fighting. But hey,
Oh.
maybe 2004 will be better.
It won't.
Hey, you're back.
Hey, how's it going? So 2004, Spike TV has now had a year to work on the show.
And maybe
Interestingly enough, Snoop Dogg was at this year's Game Awards.
This year, they'll focus less on drooling over models or cheerleaders and actually focus on gaming as an art form.
It's almost overproduced.
Hello, Victoria's Secret Angels. You overdressed tonight.
Okay, so it's very clear that yet again,
They're just,
Spike
like,
TV
doing
used
too
the
much.
Video Game Awards mainly to show off women's bodies and only occasionally to talk about video games.
Wait, actually, Tony, apparently
Makes
there's
you
a section
appreciate
where
how
they aired cheat codes for games
simple
people
the
were
Game
playing.
Awards
That's
actually is
kinda
these
cool,
are
right?
these days.
Especially in that era, cheat codes were pretty popular. You know, we used to buy the books at the Scholastic Book Fair. I bet this part will be good.
And now, hot girls read cheat codes.
Oh.
I need to know what writer came up with that bit.
Bodies thing, yeah.
We were just talking about it. That's so weird.
That's so dumb.
Yeah, we just mentioned how we thought they weren't going to do that, and then they did.
Also, for their Mountain Dew sponsorship, they showed this graphic.
You know, I don't mean to nitpick here, but this was like 3 years after 9/11, and nobody thought this would look a little weird.
It's a little close to the building.
Yeah, Tony, that's what we meant when we wrote it.
The following year, the Game Awards 2005 was funded by sponsors like Mountain Dew again, also by Burger King.
Eat like a man, man.
AOL, the U.S. military?
United States Air Force. We can't
Interesting.
be in Los Angeles with y'all tonight, but we just wanted to help recognize some of the winners awarded in categories earlier this evening, including our favorite, Best Military Game.
Best military game.
Hoorah.
And an energy drink called Zions. It was also the first year that Samuel L. Jackson began his multi-year reign as the host of the Game Awards.
It is so great to be here tonight celebrating video games. That's right, video games.
Is he wearing two different shoes? No, it was just the lighting. I thought he was wearing two different shoes.
Society has its own damn award show.
And 2005 is probably the first time it starts to feel like a genuine award show.
However, it is still a Spike TV award show and has a ton of cringe and gross exploitative moments, like when Carmen Electra is presenting an award and they do a full body pan from her feet to her head before she starts talking.
Like, what is that? But there were cool moments like Tony Hawk.
Gaming in the 2000s was crazy. It makes sense why they did this. Women in gaming were just for men to look at. It's much better now. Yeah, there's a good mix. Well, in general, gaming is still like somewhat geared towards men, just because it tends to appeal to men more often. But it's not like everything is created specifically for the male gaze anymore. Like everything, like there's still awful games, but there's still like games are created for the most part to be good. Now, there's agenda pushing and whatnot. That's a whole spiel we can get into another day. But I mean, as far as like female representation in gaming, like it's gotten a lot better. I'm thinking of games like Duke Nukem. God. Yeah, the 2000s was crazy, you're right. But yeah, it has gotten better. It's interesting to look back and see how disproportionately it was catered to men.
Winning for American Wasteland, and a new to the industry Charlize Theron winning an award for her performance in Ion Flux?
Is that even a game?
Charlize Theron in Eon Flux.
Eon Flux.
I've never heard of this game ever.
That's what we were saying. Yeah, that's what I thought.
We got it right.
All right, it's 2006. It's basically modern day now. Sure, the early video game awards presented women.
Surely
as
there were
objects
other
and
games with
gamers
good
as smelly,
performances.
basement-dwelling nerds that don't care about gaming as an art. They just care about
Like-
digital, low-polygon boobs. You know,
Any Halo
I'm
game with
excited. You know,
Cortana?
the show has been moving in the right direction, and finally we're ready to get.
I'll tell you what I really like to see, an end to unfair video game stereotypes. It's time to shatter some of those. Oh, who's with me? I am.
I'm a hardcore gamer, and yeah, I wear these glasses, and I play Final Fantasy, but I also get hot chicks.
I'm gonna have sex with this guy tonight.
All right.
We dress up like video game characters, and that isn't creepy at all.
Yes, I have a well-balanced social life and volunteer as a big brother. Cosplay rules!
I'm gonna have sex with these guys tonight.
My colleagues and I from the Spike Institute have done plenty of research to help understand video game abuse.
It's not even funny.
As you can see from the diagram, we have isolated the awesome lobe. It's the part of the male brain that possesses awesome things like explosions and Afro samurai fights. As you can see here, the girlfriend...
You know, there's still moments today that make me just think about how dumb people are today. But like, seeing Samuel L. Jackson on stage telling me about the awesome lobe in the brain, even if it is a bit, it's like, oh God. It's a whole different level of dumb back then. We're getting into stupid territory.
Brain does not have this lobe. Instead, we find something called the boredom oblongata, which, as you can see, works together with the complainer bellum, the nagmadilla, and the I'm a bitch and I hate you to destroy male fun.
So, yeah, that wasn't great.
That wasn't good. No, but I get it. I get you. I see where you're going. You're starting low and you're gonna climb out. You know, because Eddie, sometimes you gotta hit rock bottom to know which way's up.
What? Did you just come up with that on the spot? Now, I'm sure some young, ignorant guys.
I like the little bits where they go off script in this video.
Like, this shit's funny. What's the problem?
But these also happen to be the dudes who tell themselves that girls don't play video games, and obviously they do. But you think they don't because no
girls
woman
play
who
video
plays
games? What?
Wants to be around you when you treat them like this.
It's always so weird to see these guys because you know if you truly ask them in a safe, private space, they would love to have a girlfriend that shares the interest of video games with them.
Why did Sam agree to do this? Money.
If you managed to hook up with a woman that's cool with video games, do what I did. Marry her.
But the second a woman speaks in their Overwatch lobby, they want to impress the boys and just like attack them for no reason.
They desperately want a girlfriend who plays games, but at the same time, I feel like the same group actively rejects any woman they come across in a game.
Jeez, these women won't come near me. There's something wrong with them. Like, it's you! Yeah. Oh my God, it's you.
It's you.
Just be chill and nice. Don't.
I do feel like gamer girls get simped for hard these days. I mean, I don't really keep up with gamer girl culture. But, and obviously, like, there's still a lot of rejection and hate, but I feel like there's also a lot more simping for them as well. That's just what I've seen.
Listen to these guys on the internet who say you need a fucking expensive car or you need to start grinding. Just be silly and fun and nice. Let me ask you this. If you were a gamer and a woman in the mid-2000s, would you feel welcome in this gaming industry when shit like this is front and center on TV?
The nagmadilla and the I'm a bitch and I hate you.
That's so gross.
Would you want to join this?
It's weird that that wasn't that long ago.
Before, but the first video game awards in 2003 start with a written bit where they drive an RC car with a camera into one of the host's dressing rooms to catch her changing.
Jenna doesn't want a camera in her dressing room.
That's a shame. Well, women sometimes need privacy, Ken.
Yeah, so maybe we'll use a hidden camera.
Good idea.
Yeah, let's pick one.
All right.
Dog cam, gay guy cam, monkey cam, ass cam, Radio Shack X-Mod car cam. I like that one.
Right you are, Ken.
Furry humor as a whole is so weird to look back on.
Kenny, slow down.
It's weird how prominent it was.
I just got my learner's permit.
Easy, Ken, easy. Easy. Stop.
Here we are.
Kill the engine.
I don't know.
I feel like we should go sexier.
Yeah, I don't know about this. Yeah, you should go sexier.
And on top of that, Spike TV didn't even praise gamers who were men that were watching. They made fun of them and called them losers.
And to be honest, if this award show resonates with you, then they're right. The Video Game Awards of the mid-2000s didn't represent gaming today as much as it didn't represent gaming back then. It's a hobby and an art form that anyone can be into. And if you think it's for someone specifically, you're dumb. You're a dumb person. That's it. It's that simple.
Oh,
True.
Thank God. It's 2007. It's a huge year for games. No more girls in underwear. No more WWE. No more actors who
God, I
don't
feel the
even
plot
wanna be
twist
there.
coming up.
This is the year where we had major game releases like Halo 3, Modern Warfare, Super Mario Galaxy,
God.
God of War 2, BioShock,
Oh my
Assassin's
God.
Creed, Rock Band, Half-Life Episode 2,
Oh
Skate,
my
Lego
God.
Star Wars The Complete Saga,
Oh my
Guitar
God. It
Hero
keeps
3,
going.
Team Fortress 2, Uncharted, fucking Peggle, Tony? Peggle released in 2007?
The lineup is
Yes, I
insane.
remember Peggle.
The point is, this was...
When has there ever been another year with a lineup like that? I mean, there's been other years with good games. But that was a crazy list to go through. Maybe... God, maybe 2018? God of War, Red Dead 2, 2007 and 2008 were insane for games. Yeah, that was a crazy lineup. God, I'm trying to think of what else came out in 2018 because I'm sure there were other good titles, but like, it's hard to come up with another year like with that crazy of a lineup. That's insane.
Was a big one. So could we just take the time to actually celebrate the games that
It's
came
weird
out
to
this
hear
year?
10 good games listed in a row.
No, no, no,
Oh.
no, 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 no.
All of us. This is what Spike calls a great read.
Spider-Man 2018. Yes.
Is fundamental.
Yep, that's right. Every winner is presented as body paint on a near naked woman. Also, it's clear that the sole purpose of these awards is to show off their bodies.
Yeah, body paint is just an excuse to do porn where in spaces where you can't do porn. That's pretty much what it's synonymous with these days. And it's so weird because it's like, we know what you're doing. It's just no one's really saying it.
Because it spoils the reveal before they even say it.
Huh. I wonder who's about to win this award. If only there was some way to guess before. The Simpsons? Whoa! Homie, right? All right.
No.
We're so conflicted with this year because this is a shift in the Video Game Awards. At this point, the show does feel a little bit more legitimate. It's more similar to the Game Awards we know today. You have a band playing video game soundtracks, the logos and production feel cleaner and more related to video games, and the show
Far Cry
has
5
had
was
world premieres
2018.
For future titles. Even the sponsors
Yeah, I guess
are
Far
more
Cry 5 was
respectable.
fine.
There is no more science.
This also happens to be the first year that Jeff Keighley, creator of the Game Awards, takes on the role of executive
Jeff
producer
Keighley.
of the Video Game Awards. Now, we don't want to assume too much or give Jeff Keighley too much credit here. We have no idea what happened behind the scenes. But when you watch the 2007 Video Game Awards, it appears there is some kind of internal battle with the production of this show.
It still holds on to some of its gross Spike TV identity.
And the winner is my boner. No, them.
While also becoming a better celebration of that year in gaming. But it's dragged down by the Spike TV bits because keep in mind, this is a channel that also aired this show that same year.
How can a guy get drunk faster? Who has the world's biggest boobs?
What's stronger, a samurai sword or a bullet? You have questions, Spike has Manswers. Manswers, the show that answers the most important questions for guys. Series premieres Wednesday at midnight, only on Spike.
Skipping forward to 2010, there is a clear departure from the old identity of the show. The crowd is smaller, it's less like an MTV party and more like E3 or the current Game Awards.
Huh, Neil Patrick Harris hosted.
Oh, I didn't know he played games.
Well, according to Paul Tassi from Forbes when he covered the event, the press was told, quote, to not ask Neil about gaming, just about hosting. So I'm gonna make an assumption that he doesn't play games, but let's give him a shot. How does he open the show? No comment.
No.
That's bold. It's a very bold open.
But this show was pretty good. Instead of David Spade joking about strippers and how much he doesn't care about games, they had a choir come out to announce Skyrim. They had these cool CGI sets, like one for Black Ops, where Neil talked about how big of a hit it was that year. And they announced games like Mass Effect 3. You know, an actual show that gamers would want to watch. So a gamer who's, you know, maybe a father of two in a family doesn't have to be talked down to like, hey, loser, don't you wish you could touch boobs? You never will.
Unfortunately for Spike, while they did grow their target audience of 18 to 34-year-old men, they saw an overall decline in their viewership, dropping from 647,000 viewers in 2009 to 627,000 viewers in 2010, which isn't a huge drop, but it's definitely not the right direction they wanted to go.
And by 2013, TV had already begun its sharp decline in ratings due to the internet, especially in markets that
I feel like it can be more attributed to that than
like
it being a bad show.
Like E3 had moved from cable TV to YouTube live streams. So the Video Game Awards, like every award show on TV to this day, were declining in viewers every year. And for the 10th anniversary of the award show in 2013, they announced VGX.
Here we go.
A version of the show with an axed budget, hosted by Joel McHale and Jeff Keighley.
And VGX was a major change to the way the show worked. Instead of an event on stage with a live audience and performances, the show is a live stream with a few people on a soundstage.
We're joined right now by Hello Games.
That's so sad.
Sean Murray, ladies and gentlemen.
And instead of massive screens and lights, the set was designed to look like a living room / garage / steampunk factory.
Huh. And if you're wondering why the VGX was such a downgrade in quality and budget from the older shows, it's not surprising if you look at the show's ratings.
While shows like the MTV Movie Awards were averaging around 5
I bet
million
it
viewers,
cuts in
the
half.
Game Awards at its peak was struggling to stay above 1
Is that Tom
million and
Cruise?
declining every year.
Let's see here.
It's clear that Spike TV no longer saw the value in hosting the show.
So hosting award shows was already a losing game for everybody, but they happen to be one of the least viewed award shows of all of them. And this is where we can add our lived experience, because we'd been watching the VGAs for about 3 years at this point. When VGX aired, we were juniors in high school and we watched it live. Most people who liked gaming that we knew were not watching. And it's not because Spike had slowly removed boobs from the programming, but because every year Spike would try to mix in that MTV bullshit.
Is that Joe Rogan?
They just wanted to see the games. Like in 2009, when the cast of Jersey Shore came out to present an award.
Yo, this is so awesome. What's up, Video Game Awards?
I can't believe we're here with the Iron Man Mike Tyson. What's up, Mike?
Hey guys, who are you?
Yo, Mike.
This is a strange image. Mike Tyson and the Jersey Shore house on stage talking about video games. Mike Tyson at least makes a little bit of sense. He was in Punch-Out.
Allow me to introduce you to the situation real quick.
Nice to meet you. How about me in crack ribs and concussion?
Good comeback, Mike.
The effect these changes had on the show were pretty dramatic. It seemed disorganized, had technical issues, and a lot of awkward silences, which was made worse with Joel McHale actively making fun of the show throughout.
At those Angie Pants says, I thought I didn't really have anything going on today that I'm emotionally invested in. Then I remembered today is VGX. It's not really.
Are we delivering on
Are we delivering,
emotion?
Angie?
Joel, you see,
I
people,
hope so.
people live for this, Joel McHale.
I know. You don't get entire tables made of pounded together sheet metal anywhere. And you don't get a cameraman who's slightly drunk and
Yeah, I feel like
sweating
once
the
you start
entire 3 hours.
being
No, that doesn't make you
self-deprecating,
sick.
We get no breaks either, Joel.
You don't
We're
get
just
to-
going all
Jeff
the way
is,
through.
for every hour, Jeff is putting on 2 more
like a
layers.
self-deprecating joke here and there is
Its
like
purpose was to
is fine,
celebrate
but once
great
you start
games of
like
that year, having no audience led
being
to
self-deprecating the
super
entire
uncomfortable
time,
moments like this.
it's painful to watch that.
Trey Parker and Matt Stone. I'm the one clapping. One clap.
Thank you, guys. All right. Welcome to the future of award shows.
Like there's a
the
difference
VGAs were
between
originally
being
Viacom trying to
self-aware
replicate the
and
success
just
of the
completely
MTV movie
self-deprecating.
and music award shows, but skewed even more toward young men. It was a gross representation of the gaming community and sometimes even society as a whole. And a frequent request from the real gaming community at the time was to respect video games as an art form and not to waste their time.
And after the train wreck of VGX, Spike decided to stop doing the Video Game Awards altogether.
Most likely tying the show's ratings failure to the change in the show's programming from sex to video games. But Jeff Keighley didn't think so. And unlike
Hell
David
yeah,
Spade,
Jeff
he's
Keighley.
the perfect person to head a new show.
But Eddie, who's Jeff Keighley?
Well, Jeff Keighley is sort of like the Pizza Planet truck of the video game industry. If you look hard enough, he's probably placed somewhere in every gaming event. He actually had a gaming news show on Spike for years.
Because
and appeared
the-
in several of the later VGAs.
Ever
That
since
truck
we were
is
kids, Jeff
placed
Keighley has appeared as a
very
pretty
subtly
positive
in
force
a lot of
gaming.
Pixar
It's kind of
movies.
without question that unlike Spike TV executives, Jeff has a true passion and respect for the gaming industry.
Jeff actually did
What?
an interview about
You get a show creator who actually cares about video games and they put together a good show about video games? What?
his role in the VGAs, and he had this to say. You look at it now, even me, and you sort of cover your eyes. You're like, wow, was that what was done on television? But that was the cultural era. When I reflect back, I often think about that. I'm like, well, was that worthwhile? I thought trying to change the way that the show was done within the system, the confines of what it was an interesting challenge. I don't think we got all the way there, but I do think it got better over the years.
So with Jeff's feelings on the VGAs and the VGXs ending that award show altogether, in 2014, the year following VGX, Jeff created the Game Awards, which is essentially the VGAs done correctly. It's a show about celebrating the industry, its workers, and the games that are coming in the future.
Is it perfect? No. But come on, what live show ever is? They're always full of uncomfortable jokes and awkward silences.
I actually made a video about that very thing on my channel last year.
Okay, stop plugging your channel, okay? You already did it once. And
Sorry, it's just I had a video on the topic.
Yeah,
I
but you
thought
did
it
the
would be a good
rainforest
thing
one
for-
earlier, and now you're doing it again. Just
You're
kinda-
right, you're right,
it's
you're right,
fine.
you're right. I'm
Just
sorry, I'm
stop.
sorry, I'm sorry,
Okay,
I'm sorry, I'm
all
sorry,
right,
I'm sorry,
all
I'm sorry.
right.
And unlike the VGAs, the show is broadcasted entirely online, which has been such an essential part of its success.
Because while many shows like the Oscars or the Golden Globes are all on record decline with the death of cable, year over year the Game Awards has topped.
Holy shit, look at that. Oh my god. I don't know, when you hit 2023 and 2024, it get like the bars get even higher. Like people have had like I saw Moist Critical and other streamers like they've had some of their biggest streams just doing a watch party of the Game Awards. That's crazy. This is a really cool visualization of that.
Its viewership.
Of the
A show
growth.
that started with 1.9 million viewers is now
Bar graphs
grown
are
to
awesome.
103 million viewers in 2022.
And for the last couple of years, the show has
Hold
actually
on,
been
hold on. $154 million this year. That's crazy. And is that like just... I don't really want to go into the article. It's just going to blast me with ads probably. But I wonder if that includes like all the streamers who are watching it with their audiences as well, or if it's like just who purely tuned into the Game Awards. I'd like to see that.
Screened in IMAX theaters.
Regardless,
nationwide.
those are
How the
crazy
hell did they
numbers.
manage that? Well, both of Jeff's parents are actually IMAX executives, so that probably didn't hurt.
And they say nepotism's dead.
I don't think anyone has ever said that, Tony. Where did you hear that?
People just talk. People say it.
Obviously, not everybody loves the Game Awards. They're always going to have criticisms. I mean, really, if you do any type of show in gaming, chat is just going to spam, show Zelda or show Spider-Man 2, no matter what you do. But I do just want to praise Jeff because this show is so much better for the industry as a whole and continues to get better compared to the shit we just talked about
It's not
for 20 minutes.
perfect by any
You can
means,
tell
but
the show has a genuine love for video games. Yeah, there's sometimes too
Yeah.
many ads, but they have to make money, so I don't really fault them for that.
Overall, obviously we don't know him personally, but we just wanted to give a shout out to Jeff Keighley. In 2014, he used his influence in the industry to push for a much more inclusive and legitimate space for this medium. So thank you, Jeff. You're our favorite
Thank you, Jeff.
Nepo baby.
I don't think he'd want you to call him that.
Today's video was sponsored by Casetify.
Casetify.
K-Stiffy. Maybe we call it K-Stiffy. Casetify is the
K-Stiffy.
world's most popular tech accessory brand, known for their
Interesting.
cases. Their
Very vibrant.
crystal clear case is optimized to prevent
Ooh.
yellowing and has long.
I like the one on the far left.
UV defender.
Just pure transparent.
You can also customize and put your own name on it. They don't all say Eddie, unless you want them to. It's minimal.
I want my
strong,
phone case to say Eddie.
exceeding military grade drop test standards. Hoorah!
Okay, so they wanted me to test dropping my phone.
It's also got tactile.
It's pretty good.
buttons, and it's MagSafe compatible. I think I want to have sex with that phone case. I'm attracted to that phone case. So go to casetify.com/Burback today to get 15% off of your
15% is
order.
good.
I don't know
That's a
what's
good amount
sexy
off.
about it. 15% off. I still want to have sex with that phone case. I don't know. Okay, that's all. Thank you, Casetify. Bye.
Hey guys, I've got a bit of an...
Thanks, Casetify. This is another video I want to watch at some point, but we won't do that tonight. Fine. Very good video. Hold on. Let's go back. Very good video from the Burback brothers. Give that a like. That was great. That was a great 30 minutes. A lot of information that I did not know about the Game Awards, and I think I came out of the other end of this video with a new appreciation for that show. Yeah, that's awesome. They even said thanks, guys, in there. Edgy and Bony tied me to a chair. Oh. Edgy and Bony tied me to a chair and forced me to watch Mansers for 71 hours. Such an odd number. I know, just make it 72. From Nakey Jakey. But yeah, great video. All right. We don't have as much time as I thought we would have for Wizard 101. But I do want to play a little bit of Wizard 101. Let me pull this up. It's making me log in again, and I don't remember my username. Did I actually guess that? No. They locked my account. Did I get that right? Oh my god. Oh my god. Is this gonna be a whole process? Oh my god. Alright, you know what? I think we'll wrap that up there. We're gonna play some Wizard 101, but my account is locked right now. I have to figure out which email I used, what username I put in. We'll probably pick this up tomorrow instead. But I have to take some time and figure out what happened to my account. Awesome. All right. Thank you for watching for a little bit. Had a fun stream tonight. We'll play some Wizard 101 tomorrow, whether I get into the account I used a month ago, or if I have to make a new one and we start from the beginning. It is what it is.